Hello and welcome. I'm Sophie Bidard and I'm the host of Graceful Connections, an offering of live online events by the most soulful intuitives, healers, and guides. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a master teacher with the Academy for the Soul and intuitive strategist and the host of the Rainbow Illuminations show on Academy for the Soul Radio. I'm passionate about finding and experiencing, expressing the divine within and guiding others into this experience as well. Graceful Connections is a whole new initiative. We're now launching the second edition after an incredibly successful first edition in the spring and summer of 2023. It's presented by Academy for the Soul, the online school for intuitive arts, founded by Christel Hughes. We have selected gifted healers, experts, intuitives to be your graceful guides into creating heaven on earth. They invite you to empower yourself to play your part in the creation of heaven on earth with their expert guidance and support. They will lead you into exploring possibilities, calling forth inspiration, revealing whole new higher perspectives and unique wisdom, discovering and activating your abilities to fulfill your heart's desires and your soul's purpose. Now, to receive all the invitations, your welcome gifts, and to be sure you won't miss any of the goodness, please sign up at gracefulconnections.com. It's free and open to everyone, gracefulconnections.com. And of course, subscribe to our Graceful Connections YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button below this video. So today we're gathering with an amazing lineup of special guests in celebration of Graceful Connections to bask again in the orb of grace and experience their brilliant offerings of guided journeys, activations, healings, and more. Yes, this is our warm-up pre-party for the second edition of Graceful Connections. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Now, co-hosting with me this event is Kari Kiazyk and her phenomenal set of crystal balls and sacred sound healing instruments. They will wrap and bathe our time together in soothing, harmonizing, heart-opening sounds and vibrations. Wow. Hi, Kari. Thank you for being there. And I'll introduce Kari in more details later on, as she's also a special guest coming with an offering for you all to experience today. So thank you for being with us, Kari, with all your friends, all your instruments. Thank you.
Sophie. It's an honor to be here with you.
No, our pleasure. Yeah. So let's begin. Let's begin with creating our safe, sacred space with the orb of grace. Of course, that's where we want to be to discover and welcome our special guests. So let's do that. I invite you to relax, take a few deep breaths, breathing out all that does not belong to this moment. Let's bring all your attention, all your presence here and now. We set our intention that our time together, all that is shared in words and beyond the words, all the energies that we call in and flow, serve our highest good, our evolution, and be of service to the highest good of all. You can decide to open your heart or open it even more and be ready to receive. You can decide to open your mind or open it even more and be ready to receive. Remembering your connection to the center, to the heart of the earth, and your connection to the center, to the heart of the universe, so that you are held, both grounded and suspended. You are safe, you can relax, and you are ready and open to receive. Now I'm calling the orb of grace from the heart of the universe and placing the orb of grace around our group, around our gathering, and each and every one of us. That we be held in grace and infused with grace all along our time together. Let's take a moment to adjust to the purity and the subtle high frequency of grace, allowing it to gracefully dissolve, realign, harmonize, amplify, magnify all that needs to be so, in purest alignment with divine will and with the divine order of grace. Beautiful. Now within this sacred space of the orb of grace, I'm delighted to welcome and present our special guests today. We have Michelle Holling-Brooks, who will be offering an experience of evolving your aura, your energetic shield. Hi, Michelle. We have Teresa Klan with Aligning Your Multidimensional Self, a guided journey for healing purposes. Hi, Teresa. Kari Kiazyk with Reverberations of the Heart, Sacred Sound Reconnects, a sound bath healing experience. Hello again, Kari. We'll have joining us Ellen Equable with Ancient Alignment Activation for Self-Love, a guided journey activation. And we have Sabine Schacke with the power of grounding into the heart of the earth, a guided healing experience. So thank you to all of you for being with us today and joining with all the offerings that you're going to be sharing with everyone. And yes, as Michelle has perfectly put it, we celebrate together. This is the warm-up pre-party, right? We celebrate graceful connections by exploring and learning. That's our way of celebration. So thank you. Thank you all so much, Michelle, Teresa, Kari, Ellen, and Sabine, for the gift of your presence and your brilliant and generous offerings. Before we get to do that, let's take a moment to open our hearts to receive, for that purpose, to infuse our hearts with grace. So I'm calling now an orb of grace from the heart of the universe and offering this orb of grace to your heart, each and every one of you, each and every one of us. Receiving the orb of grace to be placed around your heart. And if you agree, you can claim it out loud or silently. I welcome and receive the orb of grace around my heart. So I'm offering the orb of grace to your heart, placing it around your heart, bathing your heart with grace, infusing your heart with grace. Let's take a moment in silence now, while your heart is being totally bathed in and infused with grace. And all you have to do is to allow and receive this infusion of grace in your heart. Or you can place your hands over your heart and allow the orb of grace to remain there for as long as it serves your highest good, your evolution, and the highest good of all. And in the presence of grace in your heart, you are ready to receive the brilliant offerings from our special guests. You can claim it out loud or silently as well. I am ready and open to receive for my highest good, my evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. Wonderful. With that, let's welcome our first special guest, Michelle Holling-Brooks. Welcome, Michelle.
Welcome. Oh, that feels so beautiful. I was just with the sun and the everything. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you. And thank you to all of you beautiful souls who are willing to help us celebrate and cultivate this orb of grace.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for sharing with us the grace of nature and sunlight and everything beautiful. Thank you, Michelle. So let me introduce Michelle for those of you who don't know her. Michelle Holling-Brooks is an author, speaker, multisensory, intuitive energy healer, and spiritual counselor. Her unique approach to the healing and spiritual arts weaves together different modalities, trainings, and soul remembrance that she has gathered from her own healing journey and initiations over 20 years of working with full-time as a certified practitioner and teacher in the field of healing. Michelle is inherently wired as a multidimensional healer and oracle channel. She uses her innate wiring to create a bridge between the dimensions for her clients to call forward their true soul remembrance. With her guidance, her clients are able to remember, restore, and embody their own true soul's gifts, knowingness, and essences. One of her great passions in life is supporting all beings to claim, embody, and rock out their amazing life from their own I am whole state of beingness. She provides her clients with the sacred space to find the hope, healing, and growth they have been searching for, igniting their own amazing, beautiful, wise one healer within. Yes, I love the rocking out an amazing life. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much for being with us. And before we get to experience your offering, Michelle, I'd like to ask you, since we're here to celebrate and warm up for Graceful Connection, what is, Michelle, the one thing that you have loved the most in the first edition of Graceful Connections? Would you share that with us?
I really love the sense of being held, that connectivity that you brought into each one. And the video piece really brought in a really beautiful grounding that allowed us to really see and sense and hear and feel and use all of our senses with that mixed with the support of the audio and everything. And it just really was a gorgeous container for all of the speakers to come into and then to receive that from everybody. So that was one of my favorite things about this, and one of the things that attracted me to it.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. And I'm delighted to hear that, because that was really the vision that I received when I asked, okay, how to deliver, how to make these graceful connections happen. I really had the vision of us, the expert speaker and myself as the host, and the audience being held together in this orb of grace like a cocoon, right? And in
Yeah.
the video, we make it happen also because it brings much proximity and so much intimacy also with the expert speaker. So I love to hear that you felt that, and that the vision has been embodied, the vision has been realized and manifested. So I'm delighted about that. Thank you, Michelle. Now, you are today offering an experience of evolving your aura, your energetic shield. So on to you, Michelle. Please
Yeah.
share
So
with
thank you for that, Miss Sophie. And I love
us.
the video too, because it allows me to bring in a part of my practice that normally I don't get to do because it's all auditory. And so I'm an Eden Energy Medicine certified practitioner. And so part of that Eden energy that I love is it's reminding all of us that we have that healing ability within us. It's within all of us. And it might come in different flavors and shapes and forms, but it's available to all of us with our healing tools of our hands, right? And so even if we cannot move, we can still bring it into the mind's eye. So I will invite you, if you're willing, to kind of be in the space of doing that works, but with me. But if not, you can listen back to this and have it again, because that's the gorgeous of the video. But this is the top exercise that if somebody asks me, you know what, Michelle, I feel like I get off center all the time. I feel like I just get bombarded by other people's energy. I feel like I'm collapsing in on myself, or I'm floating out into the ethers and I don't know where I stop and the world begins. This is an Eden energy exercise that I bring forward with my special twist, which I'll share with you here in a second, that really helps to establish our boundaries. So that's what our aura is. It is our energetic spacesuit. Yes, it has lots of information and it has different layers and all these amazing things. But for the purpose of this, just think of it as your little, it's called a Merkaba, and it's that spaceship that goes around you that allows you to be held, right? This orb of grace, this beautiful orb of grace that Sophie has brought in and offered to our hearts, we have around our whole entire body being. And it helps us to be able to be in our own energies, knowing our own thoughts, our own emotions, our own ideas and ways of being and habits that are connected to our blueprint, our individual unique blueprint, right? And together, this aura allows us to connect through that golden grid of grace, that weaving from one to the other. And so what happens is we get scrunched in or we lose our connection of where I stop and you begin, because really, truly, there is no difference. If we want to go big, big meta, we're all one, right? But we are in an incarnation where we are being asked to experience that through that duality of being a separate, but yet part of the whole. And that's tricky, right? That's just really tricky. And it gets sticky and it gets wonky and it gets all over the place. And I'll talk more about that when we meet for the talk. But the short version is we really need to have our aura be one, connected to us, because one of the big things that happens, it's like a donut hole. And I can see all this stuff just going right in there and it's sinking in. And then once it's in your aura thinks it's yours. And so it says, well, that's my thought. That's my emotion. That's my desire. And then really, it wasn't yours. It just got in there. Or there's a leak or a tear. And so this helps us to be able to connect to our aura every day, remind it belongs to us, remind it can help us hold our energetic boundaries. Now, before I show you the exercise, I would like each of you just to kind of go into, just sense, see, feel, hear, know, however it works for you, that idea of I have a boundary. I'm going to back up a little bit. Can you still hear me, Sophie? Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay. So ideally, we have these beautiful orbs of grace. And I'm going to keep my arms a little straight because I think you can still see me. And they should be right at the edge of our aura. So they should sit one over here, one over there, one in the front, one in the back, one above our head, and one down below. And just see if you can feel kind of where these little golden orbs of grace are. Do they feel tucked inside of you? Like, oh, wow, my left one's sitting on my shoulder. Or does it feel like, where to go? It's way off in Never Never Land, and I don't have an idea where the end of my orb goes. We want them to be close to us. They are our anchors that come and help to hold us together. And we want them to start to work with us and be connected, like I said originally, to you. That beautiful orb of grace around your heart that Sophie so beautifully brought our attention to, right? And so part of the biggest thing for empaths or highly sensitive beings, or if you have like a lot of clairsentience, is allowing yourself to claim your space. This space around me, below me, in front of me belongs to me. It's a part of my system. It's a part of my body. It's needed to walk with me and move with me. And I'm sitting there like a little gyroscope in the middle, just hanging out and being in that spot and being able to be held and feel centered and grounded. So now that you've kind of got an idea, maybe where these little suckers are, do they even exist? You're like, heck, I don't even know that there's one there, Michelle. We're going to just make it up now. Call it forward. Be like, come, come back. Or, hey, it's okay to come out. Now, while you're doing this exercise, I always invite my clients to not just go straight to the full open. Because if there's a part of you that's scared or nervous and it feels like it has to keep that boundary here, we want to get that somatic information by like, whoa, I just stopped here. I can't even go any farther. Or wow, I couldn't even get my hands to come out because I feel that I have to keep these really close to me to keep them safe. Or if when you go like this, you feel like you go all the way around the whole earth and back again, and the whole earth is you. That's gorgeous when we're in a beautiful meditation. But walking through the store, I don't think I want all those people's thoughts and feelings inside me, right? So we want to start to have a working, breathing, living relationship with the fullness of who we are, right? And be able to check in with those and see where they're at. So the exercise is pretty simple. It's called Connecting Heaven and Earth, and it's designed to really help open up that central column. But what I found for empaths and highly sensitive beings, as I like to call it, because it's not just people, it's all different types of beings, is that we got that central column thing down. We don't have any problem with that. We feel tuned into up top and we feel tuned into the Earth star in the bottom, right? The problem is establishing ourself. Where am I on the golden grid of grace? And do I have the right to have my own space? Right? And so that's why I added talking to these orbs, really having a conversation with them, seeing and feeling, where is the one beneath my feet, that beautiful Earth Star chakra? Does it come up and out to the side? And then does it come up to the heavens, to my soul star chakra? And then can I connect down through my central column, all the way down to that Earth Star chakra? And can I breathe? Release that tension. And then can I say, hey, my little chi balls, can we talk to each other? Can I bring them in? Can I pass that energy off from one to the other and then connect that back out? So now left side to right side, from the yin to the yang, can they talk? And you might be surprised. When you have one arm up, you might only be able to get this far because your yang energy is like, nope, I don't trust it. I don't want to go that far. And again, we're just going to love that. We're going to say it's there for a reason. And then we're going to ask it to trust you right now. And go ahead and try it again. Come back in, back up the other side. Again, just noticing. And we're asking it to trust, to take up our space, to claim that back as ours, right? Now we're going to check on the sides. So you're going to come back in the middle. And we're going to go on a beautiful horizontal line out to the sides. And I personally prefer to keep my palms up because I feel like I'm dropping my ball, my little orbit grace this way. So, but you could do whatever way feels good to you. I just like to keep them that way. And again, trusting where that is. And reminding them they're here to help you to establish your energetic boundaries. Now coming back in. And this one's a little tricky at first, so you can do it either again. I don't like to drop them. So I go forward and back this way, but some people like to do it like this. It's however you want to do it. Just the idea that there's something in front of you and there's something back there. Because the back of our system is where our back chakras come in, and that's how we get all of our messaging from our soul. We need to connect to this back. And so many of my clients, they got no clue what's going on back there because it wasn't safe. They had to have all their energy focused for it, right? So we want to start to have that conversation to say, hey, back body, what's up? How you doing? Hello, welcome, right? And I'm bringing that back into the center. And now on the next axis, we want to then allow them to connect. And this one's tricky. It feels a little weird, so you can just play with it. But we want all of these points to talk to each other, right? And then up. And you can play with this as much as you want. You can bring them around, bring your little triangle diamond down. You can weave through, really allowing yourself to sweep that whole entire aura like little swippers. Rose energy works beautiful. This bringing in a rose, like you're cleaning that whole entire aura. And then just nice big sweeping. Now this is the important part. You're going to imagine that you're sweeping down below your feet, all the way down to that earth, gathering up that nourishment, that love, that support, and connecting it to your body. Asking your aura to join you, and then breathing with it. So even if you didn't do it with me, I used this little thing called mirror neurons. And so we actually did do it with you. So I would love for each of you to kind of check in, and Sophie and Teresa or Kari, how does that feel in there now? How is that? Yeah, Teresa?
Oh, Michelle, that's beautiful. I feel like my body is like humming along in a nice, easy pace. Like, you know, when you're on vacation and you don't have a whole lot to do, hopefully. Yeah, I just feel like I'm cruising, like I'm calm. And what a beautiful way to start today. What a beautiful way. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. And Sophie, we've talked about this and we just kind of locked into that it's at home. I'm home. This is my home in this incarnation.
And
right?
I love how you put it, to restore, reclaim the right to own my own space, right? The right. I love that you put it at that level. It is a right. So, and the other thing that I loved is what you brought about the back. Because yes, to me, it's kind of a big unknown. And, you know, we tend to throw things behind or like, it's kind of a big, dark, unknown
It's a
bunch
little
of
cluttered back there.
Yeah. So I love that you brought the attention to the back and to the owning that space as well. And I'm going definitely to explore what's back there and to reclaim that space. That's the back office or the back end or the back, whatever it is. So thank you. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. This is my favorite exercise. I do this like every morning. And when I feel like a little dinged throughout the day, I quickly just kind of, if I'm not in a place that I can do that, you know, like I just do it in my mind's eye and I can see where I'm like, wow, I'm collapsed on that left side, and I can get curious and tend to that versus just walking around like all of a sudden my posture is like It
Right.
really helps
Yeah.
us have a very visual way, a tactile, a kinesthetic way for really supporting our whole body and our physical being, our emotional being, our mental being, our spiritual being, and then there's us in the middle, you know, our beautiful
Yeah.
soul self.
Beautiful, thank you. And I love how, as Teresa said, yes, it's a beautiful way to start our warm-up party. And I love how playful it is, right? You've placed the different points, but then once we have our different points located, then we can play with them and we can move them around. And that's very, very beautiful. And it's a joyful thing to do in the morning. And I know you're all about joy, so
I
I'm
am.
absolutely not surprised that you would bring this. And you would show us how we can be playful and joyful with this practice, daily practice of self-care.
Yeah. Yeah. Self-care doesn't have to feel so like a wet, heavy blanket, right? Like it
Like a
has moments where it's
discipline.
definitely going to be that way, but we
Yeah,
don't have to always have it that way, right? Like we can bring some play and some joy and some wonder and awe. And that's what I love about grace is it includes all of that, right?
absolutely. And it comes and stimulates it where, like in the back, where we believe that it's hidden or dark, grace will bring the sparkles and bring something to enjoy there. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I love it. I love that you set the tone with joy. And as you said, yes, self-care. Well, I would say that self-care in joy and in enjoyment, we're going to be much more willing to do the self-care if we frame it, intend it, and experience it as a joyful thing, a pleasant thing, rather than if we take it as a chore or a discipline or something. I have to do my self-care, right? Who wants to do that, right? So that's absolutely perfect, and you're the perfect person to bring that, Michelle. So thank you, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah, so I'd
Now,
like to say, oh, I'm sorry, just
no, go
when you
ahead.
said
Yeah.
the word discipline, I like to give the reframe of shifting from I'm disciplined, chopping wood, carrying water, which is where we need to start in the beginning, right? But all of you have been on such a gorgeous journey. It can start to be a devotion to what does my system need to help it
Yeah.
be balanced right now, right? And then
Yeah.
I activate that curiosity. And then when I do need to move into those really kind of somber, painful points, I bring some light in there with it, so it doesn't feel so like rock, you know?
Heavy duty. Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. The word that came to me was dedication, but with devotion, you bring it well, even one or 1,000 steps higher, and you bring the grace of it,
Mhm.
right? Because
Yep.
through devotion we get grace. Devotion opens the path to grace. So I love it. That's very, very perfect. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, I cut you off, but yes.
No, I was gonna say, so to go further and deeper with this experience, you're offering a special session, Michelle. Would you like to let us know what it's all about? Before you do that, I want to invite everyone to follow Michelle while she's talking or afterwards. You can go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Michelle. gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Michelle. You also have the direct link from the event page at gracefulconnections.com/warmup2. So, Michelle, what is your special session all about? What are you
Yeah.
offering?
Well, I really love this container because one, it brought forward a whole new little special offering that really allows you to explore a little. Sometimes it's hard. Like you might be like, well, Michelle, I can feel that there's something off with my empathetic wiring, or like I just keep absorbing stuff and I keep like trying to say I'm not supposed to do that, or like whatever. And it's very difficult sometimes to see the adaptations or the the ways our empathic nature, which we all have, and I'll talk way more about that in the next talk, and how we shift it and morph it to protect ourselves, to survive, right? And some of those are things that we haven't even personally felt, but our field has adapted over generations to. And so these empathetic wirings within us can become a little bit of a tangled mess, right? And so we think we're consciously setting that boundary. We're like, yeah, I feel good about that. And then you're like, dude, where'd that part of me go? It's like, it's gone. And you don't know why, and you don't know how that happened. And it can be really defeating. So in this little special offering, you get to hop on a line with me for 30 minutes. And together we're going to step into that beautiful center and call forward your wise one self and your wise one healer within, and let them guide us to what is the first thing that your system really needs to be aware of, to illuminate, to bring in and call forward that grace of understanding. Because when we can see something, when we can start to understand why it's there, the shame, the blame, the self degradation that we do to ourselves starts to break up. And it then can let the grace that's trying to help us refine center, bring us to center. It's always there. That grace can come in and begin to give us access to our greatest superpower of all, choice. That we can really match our choice, our intention with our actions, right? And that's really hard to do because our system is designed to automatically keep us safe. So it doesn't really slow down and say, hey, Michelle, I got a great people-pleasing part. I think I want to use it right now. It's going to be amazing. Can I go in? It doesn't do that. It just slides in there. Next thing you know, I'm like, I don't like that. Why did I just say I like that? And it's because I felt that the other person likes that. And my beautiful empathic self said, like this, then they will like you. And this will be good. And we want to find that. We want to find those types of things. And so in this beautiful empathetic, what did we call it? Empathetic rewiring or exploration, illumination? Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
That we're going to be able to illuminate that first one, because we just don't want to go in there and start pulling things. That's a bad idea. Our system has done what it's done for a reason. It's exquisite. I have the utmost honor and respect for how amazing our system is. It comes up with the most beautiful, unique ways to keep us safe. I'm not going to reach in there and grab something and pull it out. Instead, we want your beautiful wise one self to point us right to where we need to go, to the where we'll start to help soften the whole thing. And so that's the idea of the session, is to give us that starting point. So then either you can take it into another container, you can hop into a deeper course with me, but it starts to automatically loosen up that shame. And that's what we want to find in these sessions.
Yeah, thank you. And I love what you mentioned about the power of choice. So with that number one adjustment that as an empath we need to do to our wiring, so that we reclaim and recover our power of choice, which is it's everything, because we make choices at every single moment. So that's amazing. Thank you so much, Michelle. Very generously priced, $55 for a 30-minute session with Michelle. Hop on the opportunity. This special session offer expires on September 27th at midnight Pacific. So take action now. Again, go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Michelle, or find the direct link from the event page, gracefulconnections.com/warmup2. Now, before we say goodbye, Michelle, you're going to be an expert speaker on Graceful Connections 2, the second edition of Graceful Connections, and we're very much looking forward to your dedicated week. It will be the week of October 25th and October 27th. So everyone, make note on your calendar. That's when we're going to meet with Michelle, and she's going to be with us the whole week. But the Wednesday, we're going to have the meetup with Michelle on October 25th. And Q&A, live intuitive readings galore, plenty of intuitive readings by Michelle on Friday, October 27th. Now, Michelle, what will you be sharing about? I have a slight sense of what it's going to be about, but will you reveal to us what you're going to be talking about and sharing?
Yes. So it is that support for that empath and those highly sensitive beings, right? And so I call it evolving the empath, because the short little answer is that we all are empathic. We all have this innate wiring to be multisensory empathics, with how we see and sense and feel both the seen and the unseen world, right? The physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And what happens is it gets into this wiggly woggly mess. And so we de-evolve from our original soul blueprint, right? And so now we've got our survival adaptations mixed in with how we're reading things, mixed in with trauma responses, mixed in with this, mixed in with that. And it gets all shaked up and blended up. So it's not even like you can just pick out one little piece. We've got to help this whole system rewire itself, evolve itself. And as we are moving into this more energetic space, and as we are more and more waking up this part of our soul blueprint, we really do need to help tend to it, help it heal. Otherwise, it opens us up like a curse and it doesn't feel good. And we want you to feel whole, at home in your body. And I love this course. This is like, if I can have an opportunity to offer this anywhere and offer it live, so I'm there with you to support you, it is my favorite thing to do. And so we're going to be talking all about empaths during the talk. We're going to be talking all about and giving you tips right there in that talk. And I'm excited. You can tell I love to share, and bring these things in and be able to offer that. How do I feel at home in my body? Again, that grace of understanding helps remove shame. And so whether or not you come into the course, the talk is going to help you start to remove that shame, open to the grace that's held within you, so that you can feel safe with your empathic nature versus feeling nervous and overwhelmed and withheld by it. We don't want that anymore, right? Because this is where we're going. It's all about holism, allowing the different multidimensionalness of ourselves to be present, right? And so that's what we're going to be talking about. I can't wait. You're the perfect person to be chatting with that, Miss Sophie, about, because you live and work this way. And so, yeah, deep love, deep respect for ourselves, and really honoring, so much as an empath. We're told we're too sensitive to this, to that. And that, is step one, to be like, wow, we're actually ahead of the curve. We are where everyone else is going. And we were born this way, with this online and available to us. And we want to claim it, reclaim it, and empower it.
Empower.
That's what we're up to.
So in short, if I get you right, Michelle, with you and with the course that you're offering, and with the all that you're going to share during your week on Graceful Connections, it's going to be all about flipping our empathic nature from our experience, possibly for many of us, that it's a curse, flipping it into a gift and embracing the gift of it. And not only as a thought, or I value it, I honor it, but to embody it, to live the gift and to own the gifts and to live with and from the gifts, right? Absolutely.
Because this is like a little geek moment, and you'll know that I love Harry Potter, but like I'm not a muggle. This is a part of me. This is a part of my makeup, and it's a part of everyone, and we're all waking up. And if we can start to show from our own system, offering to another system freedom without us saying a word, right? Without being overrode by other people and all these other things I'm going to share that happens, why it feels like a curse during the talk. When we can start to reclaim that and restore the true version of these empathetic pathways, the way our soul was designed to run them before they got all wiggly wonky, right? Then this is an amazing gift to the sun, to the plants beneath my feet. They're all beings. They're all here helping. Why did I come outside today? Because I said, Michelle, we want to be there. We want to be part of this grace. We want to be in it and support it, And that I got through my empath. and
Yeah.
offering that to you through my ability to sense that, honor that, and be that now can become a part of your field and be available to you. That's the beauty of this wiring in this network. It literally does run on the golden grid of grace. But if we don't own us and we don't feel safe with us, it does not feel that way. And that's what I want to help us do.
Thank you. That's perfect. And you lead the way. You lead the way to the liberation of empaths of the world. Liberate yourself and own your gifts. Thank you so much, Michelle. This is
You're
brilliant.
welcome.
Thank you for your offering today. Thank you for your special session that you're offering. And we're looking forward to meeting you soon on the October 25th and 27th. Much love, much gratitude, many blessings to you, Michelle. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Much love.
Thank you. Kari, would you give us a bit of sound in transition before we go on to our next special guest, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, just connecting in with your heart, closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in. Just placing your hand on your heart. Feel the gentle rise and fall with each breath. Just imagine a radiant, warm light there. With each breath, that light is expanding and enveloping your entire being. As you bask in the warmth and the love radiating from your heart. Good. Good. Thank you, Sophie.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Kari, for this transition. And I was saying, let's welcome our second special guest, Teresa Klan. Welcome, Teresa.
Oh, thank you, Sophie, and everybody. I am just overjoyed to be here. I like a good party, so yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the party. Let me introduce Teresa for those of you who don't know her. Teresa Klan is a multidimensional, intuitive, and enlightenment activatress who creates alchemical transfiguration events that awaken your being to new dawns, new high vibration horizons through her unique starfire cellular illuminations. And training yourselves to specific star, sapphire, and starlight frequencies facilitates repair of the breakdown of energy, keeping you stuck, and ignites your inner radiance to bring forth the highest path of light for your illumination. This opens new fields of possibility for your life that are aligned with your soul's essence. As a young girl, Teresa was blessed with a full-on illumination experience of unity consciousness that imbued a mysterious light of purity in her heart that allows her to connect with the archangels and other beings of light. She was also graced with the realization that of many universal truths and dedicated her life to the pursuit of spiritual wisdom and mastering many healing arts, including working with the Akashic records, shamanism, tarot and oracle cards, Reiki, sacred geometry, crystalline energy infusions, heart math, and more. Teresa is a certified intuitive strategist through the Academy for the Soul, an innovator and way shower known for her depth of esoteric knowledge, warmth, compassion, and potent healing modalities. As a multidimensional intuitive, her greatest desire is to support you in coming into realization and harmony with your eternal self on your journey home to the divine as a homo luminous. Teresa, thank you so much for being with us today and celebrating together. And before diving into the experience that you're going to be offering today, I'd like to ask you as well, what is the number one thing that you have the most in Graceful Connection in the first edition?
Oh, of course, my pleasure to answer that. What I loved is that we're all essentially giving the same messages here, all the presenters, but in our own unique way. Everyone involved is wanting the best for everybody, to be in their heart. That Kari, for instance, all the heart stuff, to be in our heart, to not be afraid to step into the truth and who we are, and supporting us in realizing that we have conscious choices and steps and how we co-create and curate our own lives. So we're all roads lead to Rome in a way, and we're all getting to the same space, but nothing's cookie cutter. And we need like a sampler, like we're provided with in the orb of grace. So
Yes,
everyone had a piece for me, maybe, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful offering. And I love the video format too, because it makes it more personable, more relatable.
Yeah, like we're together in the living room or wherever you are, in your office or wherever you are, we're together in the Orb of Grace, and it's so cozy, right?
Yes.
And you're right, I love how there are all these different pieces of the puzzle. One thing I loved as well is this variety of the different speakers and themes that they brought, and yet it creates this wholeness, and they each brought their specific perspective to this whole experience of Graceful Connections in the first edition. So thank you so much for sharing this today, Teresa. Now you're going to be offering right now an experience of aligning with your multidimensional self. So on to you, Teresa, and thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Yeah, maybe I'll start just a few minutes, just sharing some background information so people have an idea what it is that I'll be doing. Then I'll be guiding us through the journey. Okay. And it could be something new, like, well, why would I want to journey through the dimensions? Like, what is a dimension? That kind of stuff. And why is to answer that age-old question, Sophie and everybody, who am I? Who am I without the roles, without the responsibilities, without this, Teresa, my name Teresa, without I'm sitting here wearing a dress, without all my attachments, right? It's stripping that away to know who we are in our eternal beingness, in our eternal self. Because if everything was stripped away, would we be able to recognize ourselves? If I no longer was the one with a dog, etc., right? Would we be able to recognize our unique energy frequency, our signature? And so it's my dearest desire with this, for instance, to be able to get people to a place where they could really start to recognize their unique energy signature. And when you do, that's a beautiful place to build, where you can start to understand yourself. You could start to learn about yourself and whatever gifts and talents, whatever is there within you. And of course, we are all made of light. Everything is. But what we are as human beings, with all our DNA and everything, is we are a focused concentration of light that exists within this beautiful universal field of unity consciousness, of connection. Very much like we were sharing, Sophie, about me having that full-on illumination experience into unity consciousness. That was me going from the first to the 12th dimension, bang, just like that. And so that's why I got all those downloads, or, when all the truths line up and you get what are called angel bumps, all those little things. It's like all of that truth is lining up. And so a journey through the dimensions is a slower step-by-step process. to get you there. That's all. It's not a race. It's not a checkbox. If people only get connected to the first dimension in the heart, the I am presence, that's more than many people could do in 20 lifetimes. You know, so it's just feeling that, getting that as a felt sense, right? Getting it, because our heart is truly a portal. I think every cell is a portal. Every particle could be a portal, right? And knowing that we're unique facets of consciousness in every dimension, everyone will experience them slightly differently. But I could sort of sketch out the generalities just so people, you know, get a bit of an idea about what might be going on. Okay. Now, dimensions are holograms, and they seem to be separate, but they merge more like an ombre hairstyle or nesting dolls without solid boundaries on them. Okay. But they're all on the same plane of reality. They seem to have, some of them, structure, but they're actually formless, right? And we're using the word dimension just for simplicity's sake, because there is not any actual dimensions in consciousness. There's no walls, and it's like this one big place, okay? And these dimensions are accessible through self-inquiry. We invite in the knowledge and our awareness about these different dimensions. And when we, you know, start our journey, our odyssey here, treat everyone as precious, everyone as unique, because there you are. There is all of us and everything. So what we'll be doing is navigating formlessness. Okay. Now, every dimension has beings, like consciousness beings, right? And particles in it, except for the 12th dimension. And the 12th dimension is closest to the first dimension, which is where we're going. So it just keeps going, much like time flows like that. Every dimension, for simplicity's sakes, can be understood as having a light body. So a light body in the first one, a light body in the second dimension. So the more we get developed along with this, the more this will help grow our light bodies. And so we have access to it. And that Merkaba, everything else becomes more online for us. And of course, even though we don't know it, we live in all 12 dimensions. And this is about enlightenment, nirvana, unbounded awareness, but not fully merged with self, with source, right? But just more universal than our personal self, right? So we don't have the attachments, the fears, the drama, the trauma, all of that kind of stuff that gets in the way. And that's why some people are truly happy no matter what, because they don't have those attachments, right? And they live in a realm of a way of being that everything is perfect, everything is unfolding for our highest good, right? And everything's perfect. So there's no more illusion of separateness. Memories return, etc., etc. And there are benchmarks to know when you're really connecting with them. But we'll see, time permitting, we might go through them or not. But just during the journey, okay, you'll feel a sense of dissolving. You might feel like an ego's being burned away, structures are being stripped away. You're going to move closer to divine reality, not your own. And the pressure and the density which you are being is being asked to go formless. Okay, your body may resist because it's going to feel a little weightless, maybe a little disoriented. You could feel paradoxically really big and really small at the same time. And there's going to be a stillness of going home. Each one gets a little brighter and a little brighter. And with these first two dimensions in particular, it's more like you're falling back into them. You're dissolving, you're letting go of them. You're not actually stepping into them. So just try to stay with it and acclimate, and trust will allow you to let go of the personal self and step into your eternal self. And when you're in the dimension, just hang there. There's nothing to do. Just be, just be your presence, right? And just feel it. And then when you feel it, you're automatically merging with it. And that's the best thing possible. So that's what I have to share. Can I just go into it? Fabulous. I do have it written up because I just don't want to miss anything, okay? So here we go. So everyone's in a comfortable position and place. Allow the chair to support you, the couch, whatever it is. Allow it to do what it's meant to do. Bring your awareness back from wherever it may be. Bring it all the way back to you and have it gather above your head and coming down inside your head. At first, resting in a space behind your eyes, beneath your eyebrows, and have it come down just in front of the spine in this long tube or column of light, and going all the way down to the base of your spine. And from there, have it spread out and form your entire body, including going down to the bottom of your feet. And from your feet and from that base of your spine, send down a grounding cord all the way through the various layers of the earth, all the way down to the crystalline core near the center of Gaia, our beautiful jewel-like planet. And as you stretching your awareness down further and further, offer a loving prayer of gratitude for Gaia, thanking her for all her blessings, thanking our mother who will never leave us. And gather up the blessings up your grounding cord. Allow all those beautiful divine feminine energies to mix harmoniously with your own, spreading all the way out. And then from that column or tube of light, start stretching your awareness up, out the top of your head, going out your crown chakra, going up higher and higher to as high as you're comfortable with. It could be Father Sky, Father Sun, the heart of the cosmos, the most great light. Stretching up and offer a prayer of gratitude for the divine masculine and the sense of expansion and freedom and choice, gathering all those blessings up and allow them to come back towards you, bathing you inside out, cascading down, harmoniously merging with your energies and the energies of the divine feminine. And you have now created a bridge of light, and that bridge of light is you. There we go. And you're just slowing down, softening. If your eyes aren't closed already, close your eyes, shifting your awareness from the outer world to your inner world. Let any worries or concerns simply drift away. And you can come back to them later on if you want. Drop your awareness from your thinking mind to your feeling heart, slowing your breathing. As you are breathing in and out of your heart or chest area, allow your breath to take you to a still and quiet space within, nestled within your heart space. And all is well, calm, and you are totally safe. And if there's any sensations anywhere, just ask them, just dissolve them, ask them to move out of your field. Any thoughts are stirring, ask them to disperse as you are surrendering to the quiet and still nothingness within. Now returning your awareness to your heart space, you're just finding an easy breathing rhythm that is comfortable. And now we're going to enter the first dimension of the I Am presence. Begin to really feel into yourself. Feel into your heart with your heart. Feel it as a place of light. It's like you're backing into it, following into it. There is no form here, only timeless existence as an eternal being. This is your spirit, your spark of light, your immortal true soul singularity of consciousness. Here you will find a presence of self that doesn't have a name or any usual identity. It animates your living experience, but is not your identity. The light from the source that you are ignites your heart's inner star. And what are you noticing there? Maybe it's like a flame, like a candle flame, or a warm ball of light. Whatever it is, you know this light is extremely powerful. You are a beam of light coming from source, creating a personal experience in order for source to learn. And your slow, calm breath is taking you even deeper into your luminous heart. And here you are finding the very beginning of your individuation from the source field. From here, you rise up as a singularity from where all consciousness arises. This is the beginning of the I am present and the realization of the self I am, I exist. So what is your essence? What is your energy signature? You are experiencing a concentrated consciousness that is your eternal beingness. And now that you are feeling your I am presence coming from you, we are going to expand to the second dimension, Indra's nets, the cells in your body, golden grid of grace. See if you could sense all of the cells in your body and all of the bacteria that live within you. And even all of the particles of air around you and the trillions and trillions of cells that are individual points of consciousness within, just like you are. Your body temple of light contains trillions of I am presences. And notice all of the particles in your body, your cells, the bacteria, the air around you, and everything has the same spark of light. That divine spark exists there too. And as you notice that, you automatically connect with all of these other consciousness, all of these other I am presences. And you are now aware of the relationships that exist between all of these rays of light, and they are also aware of you. All of these presences are noticing each other, and they start to come together and combine, and that will lead us to manifest in the third dimension. This is where we live in relationship. This is where quantum healing happens, and how everything expands from here all the way out to the edge of the universe. And here there's no trauma, no ego. It is pure and clean. And from here, let's expand out to the third dimension of form and the ability to manipulate form. The muscles and skeletons, this is where electromagnetic energies exist, and this is where we add time. So now I invite you to expand, to open up and feel the expanse of the third dimension, feeling like you're part of an ocean of consciousness all the way out to the edge of the universe. And it feels so good to be part of this big, beautiful expansive consciousness where you know you are never alone because everything is consciousness. You are part of a massive web of light everywhere and everything interacting in time, the trillions and trillions of points of consciousness within your body, and all those I am presences within you have chosen to work in harmony with you, and you move your hands by a directive from your soul. The universe is symbiotic, everything is symbiotic, and it all harmoniously co-creates with the universe, and you create ripples throughout consciousness that affect everyone and everything. I see them as like fractals and holograms going out. Here you can hold sacred space for yourself and others. To know and trust yourself, giving you the freedom of your fullest and highest expression, free from outside interference or need for approval or validation. In the inner realm of the truth, you are pure, available to the love that flows everywhere, infinite and eternal. All inclusive, you have access to all knowledge and wisdom, all teachings and learnings. All you have to do is be still and quiet and tap into this invisible dimension of self. This place is no place. And the light animates you, and you are alive, a radiant part of Source in the 0 point field, and you know yourself of light. Feel free from the constraints that previously bound you. And there is nothing that exists outside of love. There is no opposite to love. There are trillions of ways to love, to know love, understand love, and you are proof of that. And the digger you deep into everything or anything, the more love you find. Everything arises in consciousness through the source of love, no matter what was or what emotions there were. And as having the beautiful sacred status of a creator being, you get to make choices every second of your beingness. Okay. And just now, in quiet gratitude, we begin to emerge from this magical, mystical realm of forgotten knowledge and wisdom as we conclude this beautiful multidimensional odyssey into our inner selves, our outer selves, and all our relations, as we slowly return our consciousness to the chair that we are sitting on and the room that we are in. And you can just stretch, move your hands, a little tapping, maybe very light thymus thumps to get you here and now, a little foot slaps, yawning, rolling your shoulders, raising your eyebrows up and down, or maybe you have a big chunk of black tourmaline close by. That helps too.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much, dear Teresa, for this odyssey. I love how, as you speak, different elements, different things come to life, and it becomes so easy as you speak it into reality. That was my experience. So I just had to be there and listen to you and absorb, and things just reveal themselves through your words within myself. So thank you for this delicious experience and very revealing. Now, to go further and deeper with this experience, Teresa, you're offering a special session. Would you please let us know what it's all about? And everyone, to follow Teresa, you can go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Teresa. gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Teresa, and you have the direct link from the event page at gracefulconnections.com/warmup2. So Teresa, what is your special session all about?
Absolutely. I'd love to share it. My special session is a 45-minute long Zoom call. You get the recording afterwards, with your permission, if you want it recorded. And we are going to do basically the same thing, but I'm going to be mentoring and coaching you. So if you're a little stuck or not quite getting one of the dimensions, we will do whatever energy work that's appropriate to help remove the blocks there so you could feel the dimension that we're at. And I would think we get to the first, second, if not third dimension. We may even go further. I can't really predict on how each person will react, but it's a private one-on-one session. And that's what's good about it. So there's that personal coaching and teaching, and there could be some questions that come up, and I will certainly answer those too. And there's a beautiful write-up as well on the purchase session here. There's things written up there too, so that could give people some more background as well.
So we get our own private odyssey.
Yeah,
we get you right as our private Who are you? Are you the captain of our ship, or whoever, however you, and let's not even put a word on it, but you do it magnificently and beautifully. And with you, with your guidance, we embark on our own private odyssey that we had a sample today, but we can do it specifically with you. That's very beautiful and wonderful, and very generously priced, $55 for your own private odyssey with a multidimensional odyssey with Teresa Klan. Again, go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Teresa, or gracefulconnections.com/warmup2, and find the link to Teresa's special offer, special session offer, which expires on September 27th at midnight Pacific. So take action now. Much, much love, much gratitude, and many blessings to you, dear Teresa. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Kari, would you take us through sound, offer the transition to our next speaker, special guest, who is yourself. So would you give the transition, please? Thank you.
Just take a nice deep breath in. Just breathe into the space of your heart. Feeling that connection with the earth. That beautiful grounding. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you. Yes, Teresa, please do stay with us. We are welcome. We are happy to have you with us as we now officially, it was already official, but as special guest welcoming you, Kari Kiazyk. So our third special guest today. Let me introduce Kari for those of you who don't know her. Kari is a heart awakening master with a special gift to connect with your heart, illuminating the core issue that is not in alignment with your highest good, and dissolving the discordant energies so that you can awaken to your own magnificence. She harnesses the energies and cosmic dance of the aurora borealis to aid you in fully reclaiming your heart's natural state of health and wholeness. So it's available to receive and transmit higher vibrations of love, light, and joy, bringing your heart, your inner sun, into its own luminous rhythmic dance. As a Reiki master and certified intuitive strategist through the Academy for the Soul, Kari can help you to dissolve deeply held emotions holding you back or impacting you in some way that is not in your highest good. Kari is passionate about utilizing energy to alchemize transformation towards brilliant, open-hearted living and radiating your light of truth. So, Kari, thank you so much for being with us, also as a special guest. And before diving into the experience that you are going to be offering today, I'd like to ask you as well, what is the number one thing that you have loved the most in Graceful Connections in the first edition?
Yes, well, thank you, Sophie. I'm so honored to be here today with you and everyone. And yes, what I really enjoyed about was that connection, and the grace. So that connection, that intimate, cozy feeling, being on video, it just, like you said, it feels like you're in your living room and you really get to know the person, spending that week with them. And so I love that, how you brought that grace in. So the connections part of Graceful Connections and the grace, that's what was so beautiful for me. Just feeling that beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah. Many connections are formed. Connections, which to me, it's so interesting because we could perceive through the journey of the 9 weeks of Graceful Connections and with the 9 expert speakers, there were, of course, the connection with the expert speaker, but also with their wisdom, with their offering, and also connections happening within ourselves when we connect one idea and a past experience, or when we connect things that adjust ourselves and we feel better. So many such a variety of connections, and it's this weaving of connections with grace. Thank you for bringing light to this, Kari. I loved it as well, and yes, it's very, very, very beautiful, and it is happening. Those connections, it's a myriad of connections. So thank you for bringing our attention to this. Now, Kari, today you're offering an experience of reverberations of the heart, sacred sound, Reconnects. So on to you, Kari, and
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. All right. So yes, as you know, I'm passionate about working with the heart, opening and awakening the heart. And one of the ways that I do that is through sound, because sound is so powerful. So I'm just going to start briefly talking a little bit about what I mean by that. And then we're going to go through just a little short guided journey, really moving you into the space of your heart so you can feel what I'm talking about. All right. So these harmonic tools or instruments, I'm sure you can see some of them here. They're all around me right now, but they create these vibrations that really resonate with the heart chakra or the other chakras of the body. Because I have each bowl for each of the 7 major chakras right now. And so the sound waves from these instruments has a deeply resonating and healing effect on your emotional and spiritual well-being, really leading to a sense of inner peace, connection, and emotional release. And so what I mean by reverberations of the heart, this really symbolizes that interplay between sound, emotion, and spirituality. And these instruments, and they're so delicate, but they're meticulously crafted and designed for their specific tonal qualities. And they emit vibrations that align with the heart chakra, which is associated, of course, with love, compassion, and emotional balance. And so when played, these instruments really produce these harmonious and soothing sounds that penetrate not only the ears, but also with the core of one's being. And the reverberations resonate with the essence of you, fostering this deep connection within yourself and with the world around you. See, Sophie, we're just talking about connections. There we go. There's that connection again. And so connection is so important. And so it's as if the vibrations touch the very strings of your heart, your soul, creating this beautiful, profound resonance. And so when you play them, what I'm doing is I'm working with your heart. So you may feel this gentle opening of your heart, and we're releasing these emotional resistance or tension that you may be holding on to. And you might not even realize that you're holding on to these different things, but everyone feels so much lighter after listening to the crystal bowls. And it allows you to explore your inner landscape with a newfound clarity and tranquility. And so these reverberations represent the power of sound as a conduit for healing and spiritual exploration. All right, let me see here. So what I'm going to do now, well, in the world that we live in, right, there's so much noise and distractions. So when I'm using these sacred sound healing instruments, it really creates a sacred space for introspection, a time of introspection and healing, turning inwards, and reminding us that our heart, when it's attuned to the right frequencies, can really lead you and move you forward on a journey of self-discovery and inner peace, fostering this profound reconnection with our authentic self. All right, so, and when you're immersed in the sounds of these instruments, you're going to feel a profound sense of calmness, a release of tension, and even a feeling of being transported to a higher state of consciousness, because the vibrations resonate not only with your physical body, but with the very essence of your being. And the sound invites you to explore the depth of your emotions, connecting with your true self and finding that harmonious balance that resonates with the core of your being. All right, so I'm thinking let's start by diving into this little experience now. So if you want to just start by closing your eyes now and taking a few deep breaths. And slowly exhaling. As you start to settle into your space, taking a nice deep inhale and slowly exhaling. Just start to release any tension or stress that you may be holding on to. Just one more nice deep breath in. Slowly exhaling. Releasing any stress or tension you're holding on to from your body and your mind. Good. And now start to bring your awareness to your heart, where your deepest emotions and feelings reside. Imagine the space as a radiant, glowing light at the center of your chest. As we set the intention right now to find a sense of inner peace and well-being. And as you start to listen to the resonant tones of the crystal bowls, just imagine their vibrations gently washing over you, like ripples in a tranquil pond. Just allow the soothing, gentle, resonating tones wash over you. As you start to release anything that is no longer serving you. And just start to become aware of any tightness or restriction in your body. Releasing anything no longer serving you in this now moment. The harmonious sounds are a symphony of healing vibrations, penetrating your very being, resonating with the frequencies of love, compassion, and serenity. Bringing your heart into alignment with its natural state of health and well-being. Continue to breathe and open. Now placing attention at your heart. The sounds of the crystal bowls becoming more pronounced now. Feel the vibrations of the crystal bowls penetrating every cell of your being. Feel the gentle waves of sound washing over you. Noticing the reverberations of your heart expanding out into your body. Out into your aura. The vibrations flowing through your body, harmonizing with the rhythm of your heart. And the crystal bowls are inviting any tension, stress, or resistance that you're holding on to. Feel the energy of your heart start to resonate with the beautiful, soothing tone of love. As you start to align your heart's energy, the symphony of the universe. Just breathe and open. Good. And now imagine yourself standing in a beautiful, peaceful forest where the air is crisp and clean. And the scent of pine trees fills your senses as you're surrounded by the beautiful sounds of nature. With each breath, feel your heart starting to open, much like the petals of a flower gently unfolding. As your heart starts to open, you sense a beautiful, warm, golden light radiating out from it, representing your inner peace, love, and well-being. Feel the energy from your heart flowing through you, bathing every cell, every thought and emotion in its beautiful healing glow. And now you notice a pond in front of you. As you make your way towards the pond, feel the soft earth beneath your feet, really grounding and connecting you. And as you make your way into the beautiful pond, you notice that the water is cool and refreshing. As you wade in, and with each step, you notice that the water is washing away any worries or burdens you've been carrying. And then there's an island in the middle of the pond. Make your way over to the island. And as you step onto the shore, you feel an overwhelming sense of peace and tranquility. This is your heart's sanctuary, a place of pure love and peace. So just breathe into this space. Feel the vibrations of the crystal bowls washing over you. And notice the reverberations of your heart expanding out, flowing through your body, harmonizing with the rhythm of your heart. As your heart's energy begins to resonate with the beautiful, soothing tone of love, aligning your heart's energy. Good. Good. So just take a moment to reflect on how you feel, the sensations, emotions, or insights that have arisen today. Noticing the subtle shifts in your heart, the sense of inner peace that now resides within you. As you have reconnected with the profound reverberations of your heart. And when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the physical space around you. Good. Good.
Thank you, Kari. Wow. Phew. Thank you. That was very precious. To me, it's like the whole world stood still. Even the whole world vanished. And went quiet and just disappeared. And yeah, you've really created such a space that allows this introspection. When the volume and the noise and the agitation and everything of the world turns down, even vanishes, which is really wonderful. And do we need that these days, this ability to turn down the volume or just let it vanish, and to come back to ourselves and get a sense of what's going on there. Very, very precious. Thank you so much. I've seen there's been some tears that have been wiped, and there's been some shivers, and thank you so much for this experience. Now, to go further and deeper with this experience, Kari, you're offering a special session. Would you please let us know what it's all about? And for everyone to follow, you can go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Kari, gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Kari, Kari, or you have the direct link from the event page at gracefulconnections.com/warmup2. You find the link for Kari's special session. So Kari, what is this all about you're offering?
Yes, thank you, Sophie. It's called Merkaba Heart Alignment. So it's going to be a 30-minute Zoom with me, and it's a profound session that's going to deepen your connection with your heart and the universal love that flows through it. It's going to align your energy with the sacred geometry of the Merkaba, because all of these instruments, these sacred sound healing instruments, they're so precious, and it's sacred geometry. So it's really amplifying your spiritual growth and capacity for healing, both for yourself and for the world around you. And in this session, we're going to activate the Merkaba, not just from the mind, but from your heart. So this way, love, compassion, and the energy of the heart chakra are at the core of the activation process, really aligning you with your true spiritual essence.
Beautiful, wonderful activation of our own Merkaba, and with the sound. So turn off, switch off the world, come to your heart and receive this activation of your heart's Merkaba. Very generously priced, $55 for this session with Kari. Thank you so much, Kari. Again, everyone go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Kari, or on the event page, gracefulconnections.com/warmup2. And the special session offer expires on September 27th. So now is the time to take action. Thank you for offering this, Kari. And you're going to be an expert speaker, right, on Graceful Connections too. So we're very much looking forward to your dedicated week. It will be the week of November 22nd and November 24th. So we'll have the video meetup with Kari on Wednesday, November 22nd. Mark it on your calendar. And we'll have intuitive readings galore with Kari on the Friday, November 24th. Kari, would you give us some indication of what you are going to be sharing about?
Yes, yes. I'm so excited to be, and honored to be on Graceful Connections too. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's going to be about stepping into your significance. So it's all about transcending barriers, unlocking your true potential, and radiating your divine essence. And it's for you if you're ready to take on that next step of your spiritual journey, because we're going to dive deep into the sacred resonance of your heart, using the power of sacred sound and vibration. I'm going to help you connect with your innermost self, awakening your heart's potential. And you're going to tune to your heart's frequency and unlock its immense healing and creative energies. And we're going to be utilizing advanced tools and techniques to really confront and transcend the barriers of fear, resistance, and self-doubt. So it's going to be a profound journey of self-discovery and heart resonance, like a gateway to the next level of your spiritual evolution, where you're going to embrace your divine potential. And so, yeah, we're going to break through those negative thought patterns and barriers. And
wow, that is very inspiring. What I was given the vision of a puzzle, and your significance, and each of the significance of each of us is the significance of a piece of the puzzle, that if one piece is missing and you're that piece, if your piece is missing, the puzzle is not complete, and there's a hole and it's missing, and it's just, that's the significance, right? If you don't own your significance and you're missing, then the whole puzzle is missing on you. And it's showing me, this vision is showing me how then the whole puzzle is kind of screaming out for your presence, for your piece, you as the piece of the puzzle, to come and click and complete the puzzle. So that's the significance. That's how it's been showing to me as you are talking, Kari.
Yes, yes. No, I'm so excited. I'm passionate about helping people to open and awaken their hearts and to move beyond the fear, the resistance, the self-doubt, you know.
Yes, thank you for that. So we'll meet you, we'll be there November 22nd. I'll be there for sure. We'll be there in the Orb of Truth, in the Orb of Grace, November 22nd and November 24th with you, Kari. Much gratitude, many blessings for the offering that you created for today, and for the transitions that you are offering between each of our special guests. So would you bring back more sound? We so love to be held in those delicious vibrations, and offer the transition to our next special guest. And thank you so much, Kari.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so everyone, just close your eyes now. Just take a few calming breaths. Start to relax your body. And just imagine yourself surrounded by a sphere of loving, healing energy. Feel that sphere around your heart starting to get bigger and bigger now. Just imagine sending this love to yourself. Now expand this circle of love to include your loved ones, friends, whoever you'd like to extend it to. As you take an inhale, just inhale that beautiful love. And exhale any negativity. Start to feel your heart filling with love, compassion, and forgiveness. Just breathe into this space, feeling enveloped in love. Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you, Kari. Yeah. Oh, we are ready. We are ready to welcome our fourth special guest, Ellen Equable. Welcome, Ellen. If you would unmute yourself so we can hear you. Thank you for being with us. Hello, Ellen.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you with us. Thank you. So let me introduce Ellen for those of you who don't know her. Ellen's unique journey began 20 years ago when she became a Reiki master and began to tap into universal energy. She has since become a certified intuitive strategist with the Academy for the Soul, and she's passionate about helping others tap into their innate wisdom and inner truth. Through energy work, Ellen was able to discover that one of her gifts was that she could communicate with our physical bodies, including animals, and that by doing so, she's able to distinguish where we are blocked energetically, and she can help us clear those blockages. Ellen is even able to tap into our past life trauma that is influencing us in this lifetime. Ellen has also developed the unique ability to communicate with spirit animals of all kinds, all animals for that matter. Ellen often works with her spirit team of mystical and majestic ancient horses, and she has launched her radio program on Academy for the Soul Radio based on this, and she does intuitive readings during that time. Ellen, thank you so much for being with us today and for the offering that you're going to share with us. Before we get into that, I would like to ask you as well, what is the number one thing that you have loved the most in the first edition of Graceful Collections?
Well, the support that you give everybody, and everybody's allowed to have their own gift and tap into their own gift and feel supported by you to do so. There's no judgment, and it allows everybody to grow fantastically. It's so nice to watch and see everybody grow and expand.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you saying that. And what I'm hearing is that it's one of the qualities of the orb of grace and of the grace itself is that judgment, if there would be judgment, it vanishes, like the world vanishes with Kari's crystal balls and sounds. Judgment vanishes, but even when we're held in the orb of grace, just the thoughts, the judgmental thoughts, they vanish. They don't even come to us. So that's very, very important. And I really appreciate that you brought this to light as well. And I'm so glad that it supported you and it touched you as well. So thank you for sharing this, Helen. Now, today, you're going to be offering an ancient alignment activation for self-love. So the floor is yours. There you go, Ellen. Thank you.
Thank you. You want me to just go into the guided meditation right away?
If you have anything to share about it, please share about it. If you want to dive into it, dive into it. It's all up to you.
Well, the big aspect is to connect with the horses, allow them to clear blocks and barriers that may be trapped in one of your chakras. But the main thing is to find the core energy that isn't allowing your heart to expand, to be your authentic self, the parts of your heart that creates a shieldedness and doesn't fully allow love in, or to expand love out. So that's my main focus, is to bring in the angelic energies that will bring in the love, pull out the barriers, and create a new flow within your heart so it can expand and flow more freely. So we'll start the guided meditation now. So allow yourself to close your eyes. Allow yourself to move out of the mind and drop into your heart. We'll call in the divine energy for support, to create a space of protection, of excitement, to allow the horses to come in and allow the support and the clearing that they would love to bring in for you. So feel yourself, take a deep breath and let go of any stress or tension that you may have in your shoulders, in your back. Allow your stomach to expand, to release, to let go of any mindful energies that may be playing out in your mind. Just see them fall away. And allow your body to release and let go. Feel your body becoming more relaxed, calmer, all the way down to your feet. So we're going to bring in the divine light to create an orb around us all. And now, as you sit and breathe, I want you to, in your mind's eye, look up to the stars. And slowly you will see a star shining and moving closer towards you. As it gets closer and closer, you will see the majestic ancient horses moving forward toward you, creating an energy of excitement, of joy, of love and compassion for each and every one of you. See them moving in, and there's going to start moving around your body, bringing in an energy that creates such love and openness and excitement. See the colors that radiate from each and every horse that comes around you. And as they move, they create a love band that moves around your aura. And it's moving from the top of your head all the way down, moving out any energies, blocks, or belief systems that aren't serving your highest good at this time. They move all the way to the base of your spine. See them swirling and bringing in these magical energies, starlight, stardust energies. Only the highest realms of love and light are able to come in and show you the light show that these horses would like to present to you. Just feel and allow the love, the excitement from these horses. Now, slowly, my angelic team, my spirit guides, are stepping forward, and they will help you to pull out and release any blocks in your chakras at this time that are creating an imbalance to fully connect to your heart. So my first spirit guide is Chief Smoke. He brings forward his pipe with his magical smoking tobacco. And he will blow this smoke energy to fill your whole aura up, and allowing the energies to percolate, to move out of your system, so they stand and present themselves in front of you. So where's the first energy that's coming out and wants to present itself, and it's ready to be looked at, to be healed, to be supported, to transform? So Chief Smoke is moving towards your heart chakra first. So he's blowing another band of smoke at your heart, and it's pushing out the energy that's blocking an aspect of your heart, a feeling, an emotion, a belief system about yourself. So allow yourself to take a look. What is creating this barrier in your heart that's not allowing the pureness, the purity of yourself to radiate out into the world, to receive the love that people would love for you to receive from them? See the aspect in front of you. Now the horses are moving up, and they're moving in a clockwise direction, giving you the support, the energy to look at this belief system, this pattern, this energy that's ready to be released. See it vibrate and show you what is no longer serving you. Chief is supporting you and blowing his magical smoke all around you, so it allows you to release and let go of this energy that's no longer serving you. Allow yourself to have the understanding, the learning from why this energy was placed in your heart, how it served a purpose, how it protected you. Now it's ready to transform. So see this energy land on the back of one of the horses that's stepping forward. And as the energy lands and is placed on the horse's back, the horse takes off and takes it out to the divine. So it's purified, released back to its purest form. Now that is done, the horse comes back, connects with the herd, and they start moving around your energy to another chakra. And what I'm being shown is they're moving to your heart, to your throat chakra. And Metatron is stepping forward, bringing forward the confidence to speak your truth, to stand in your power, and that you have the right to talk, to tell people when things don't line up for you, to express from your heart what really matters to you. People do care what you think and believe, but by repressing it and holding it into your throat, it diminishes your power. It diminishes the connection to your heart. Connect to Metatron and allow his powerful energy to pull the stagnant energy out of your throat chakra. Feel it disintegrating, shifting and changing. The horses start trotting all the way around you, pulling and clearing this energy so it doesn't stay aligned and doesn't stay attached to you. And see, it's like coal and the dust is moving out, creating an opening in your throat. Metatron is blowing in an energy for your throat now to retain and hold on what it feels like to be in Metatron's presence, his power and his truth, and feeling comfortable to having this power and truth for yourself. Thank Metatron for his blessing and his gift. Now the horses are moving down to your solar plexus. The horses are shining a yellow light towards your solar plexus, to all the hidden areas in your solar plexus that doesn't allow you to stand in your power, your truth, your essence of who you really are. They're breaking the barriers so you don't feel scared to be seen, to stand in your gifts that you so desire to stand in. I have a blue dragon that's stepping forward now and burning all the residue around your solar plexus, releasing, clearing, and moving out any of these stagnant energies in your solar plexus. Feel your stomach relax and expand. Feel your chest get bigger. Blue dragon is moving to your back and clearing any energies that are held in your back from the past. It's moving along your timeline, clearing all these belief systems, burning away, so the power is restored in your solar plexus, allowing you to feel comfortable in this power, allowing you to feel excited. Breathe and allow. And thank the blue dragon. Now they're taking me to the base of your spine. My medicine woman is stepping forward. She's created a potion to allow you to fully connect to your body, to feel roots growing down from your feet into the center of Mother Earth, so it feels safe to be fully connected to your body, to step forward in this world, knowing that it's okay to be fully connected to your body. You don't have to leave your body behind. That your body has a strength and a power that creates excitement and joy in standing in all the other energies that are waiting for you. Feel medicine woman moving around in front of you and behind you, bringing in a new energy that feels safe and secure in standing and feeling fully supported and grounded. Smoke Chief is standing beside Medicine Woman, blowing his magical smoke at you once again, moving and clearing any lower vibrational energies that doesn't serve your purpose, your highest good anymore. Now, the majestic horses are moving up to your third eye. Archangel Michael is stepping forward. He's brought his sword out to cut away the cords and attachments and belief systems of being fearful of seeing inwardly, of what information is being brought forward to you. He's cutting everything, the curtain, the veil. What is perfect for you so you don't feel overwhelmed, but excitement to see inner vision. He places the sword to your heart, creating an energy to move into your heart and the feeling of safety to see the visions that are wanting to be shown to you. Archangel Michael moves towards your back now and points his sword to the back of your heart. Now he's moving around and cutting all cords and attachments that may be connected to you that aren't serving your highest good anymore. Feel the lightness taking place. Feel the love and compassion that Archangel Michael is bringing forward towards you. And thank Archangel Michael. Now the majestic horses are swirling in energy of vibrant colors all around you. They're creating an energy band, love band, that's coming in to activate within your heart. See all the magical colors the horses are creating for you. And allow these colors to move into your heart. Allow the horses to clear out the barriers, the blocks, the energy that doesn't allow your heart to expand, to fully receive. The activation is taking place now. There's a divine light moving in through the top of your head, cleansing and aligning and purifying your whole system, your whole aura system. As the horses still bring in the activation, love for your heart. There's a pink energy coming in now, moving into all your chakras. and moving out through the bottoms of your feet. Now divine is bringing in a green energy. And allow this to move through all your chakras. Now there's an orange energy coming in. Allow it to move through your mind, through your throat, through your heart, your solar plexus, the base of your spine, and out through the bottoms of your feet. See the color of indigo coming in now. Allow it to come in through the top of your head, cleaning your cells, your organs, all your chakras. It's moving out into your aura. There's a light show going on now with all the horses, with all this new energy that's been allowed to move into your heart. As you take a look into your heart, is there any areas in your heart that still needs support? That needs you to understand what the barriers and why they were there, why they were created? Now the horses are going to push out the energies. Allow yourself to look and learn, understand, and feel. And know that it's safe to feel the energies and allow them to be released. Now the horses are moving in through the base of your spine and a big lineup. The whole herd is lining up at the base of your spine, and one at a time, moving into the base of your spine, clearing and cleansing. Then they all move to your second chakra, and then they move to your throat, solar plexus, and then they move up to your heart, cleansing and clearing and purifying, then moving up to your throat, to your third eye, out through the top of your head. There's a last sprinkle of love, joy, happiness, and excitement that's moving down into the top of your head that they're leaving behind. See the horses move up and out, moving out into the divine again, to the galaxy, to the stars. Wish them farewell and thank them. Now feel yourself connecting to your body. And I just want you to thank each and every one of the guides that came out here today to support you, to guide you, to love you. Thank you, Metatron. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Chief, Medicine Woman, Blue Dragon. Thank you, Divine. Thank you to the majestic horses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.
And welcome back. Well, thank you, Hélène. Thank you. Wow. Talk about excitement. I'm glad that you started with mentioning excitement, joy, and love, because right away, for me, the horses, they came galloping right away. I was like, well, yeah, excitement, joy. And it's just been, My whole body is buzzing. I love the light show. Much has been cleared, moved, shifted, removed, and it was just magnificent. Well, that's their name. Absolutely. Thank you so much. That was quite a ride with those magnificent ancient horses. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So welcome. It was my pleasure.
Wow. Phew. Okay. Now, to go further and deeper with this experience, Helen, you're offering a special session. Would you let us know what it's all about? Now, for everyone to follow, you can go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Ellen, ELLEN, gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/LN, or you have the direct link from the event page at gracefulconnections.com/warmup2. So what is your special session that you're offering, Ellen?
It's a half-hour session to allow you to connect to any barriers or blocks that are still in your heart. And we'll see what is stopping you from fully receiving. Because there's always layers for the heart to grow and expand. And it's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I've always worked on, and I feel most connected to the heart.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
So
go
you're
on.
gonna bring the herd of the magnificent ancient horses. Are they gonna come galloping? How are
Yes,
you gonna?
they will be a part of it as well. And I just allow whoever wishes to be a part of it. And the horses usually come in to support everybody. Yes.
Right. Beautiful, magnificent. Thank you. So again, everyone, for this special session with Ellen, go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Ellen, or you have the direct link on the event page, gracefulconnections.com/warmup2. Very generously priced, $55 for this half-hour session with Ellen and the magnificent ancient horses. And whoever of the guides needs to show up, they will show up. We can see that's how you work. That's how you operate, Ellen. You come, you get started, you call the horses, and whoever else needs to be part of the healing, the activation, the experience, they show up, and you orchestrate this so magnificently. So thank you so much for your generosity. Everyone, the special session offer expires on September 27th at midnight Pacific. So now is the time to take action. So thank you so much, Ellen, for the experience today and your special session offer. Much love, much gratitude, and many blessings to you. Stay with us if you can. And Kari, would you give us a bit of sound in transition and in order to welcome our next special guest?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Sophie, thank you. So I'm going to use the steel tongue drum this time. So it's a musical instrument, and the resonance of the entire cavity is caused by the vibration of the sound tongue. Okay, so just closing your eyes now and place your hand gently over your heart as you tune into the natural rhythm of your heartbeat. And visualize your heartbeat as a steady, soothing drum beat. And just sync your breath with the heartbeat. Okay. Just feel this profound connection with the steady and grounding rhythm of your heart. Thank you, Sophie.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kari. I love how in this warm-up party, we are warming up our heart. Our heart is getting so much attention, and as it should, right? But it feels so good. It feels so, so good. And from the heart, it just emanates and radiates to our whole being, our whole space, as Michelle has shared with us. And then it flows into the world. So thank you, each of you, for caring for your heart, our hearts, and each of you in the audience for caring for your heart and being with us today in the experience and the receiving. And now with that, we are ready to welcome our fifth and final special guest, Sabine Schacke. Welcome, Sabine.
Yes, hello, welcome to all of you. Thank you for having me. Yes.
Yes, that's our pleasure. Thank you for being with us. And let me introduce Sabine for those of you who don't know her. Sabine is an international expert in the field of the body and movement, known for her ability to unlock the wisdom of your cellular template, aligning it to optimal performance in conjunction with your divine wisdom and nature. With her multidimensional intuition, Sabine scans and communicates directly with your physical and cellular body templates to directly identify the root cause of an issue or a disease. She identifies what is out of order, out of alignment, out of flow and vitality. And then Sabine uses her masterful skills as a magician and alchemist to activate greater groundedness and presence in your body, heightened awareness, mobility, spaciousness, and more clarity to the mind and life, leading to a deeper embodiment of your soul's consciousness. As a pioneer and bridger of consciousness, she combines her wisdom of the body with her knowledge and love for Mother Earth, the universe, the elementals, and especially divine nature in her healing work. This, plus her extensive training and experience in the medical field as a physical therapist and osteopath, DO, blends magically with her deep love, honor, and respect for your physical body to awaken your cellular vitality. This illuminates your body as the wonderful vehicle it truly is for your soul's consciousness in this lifetime. Sabine's purpose is to empower everybody to be in this deep, loving relationship with their physical self and live as luminous light being. Yes, Sabine, thank you so much for being with us today. And before diving into the experience of your offering that you've prepared for us, I'd like to ask you as well, what is the number one thing that you have loved the most in the first edition of Graceful Connections? Would you like to share this with us?
Absolutely, I would like to share that. And there were two things for me that were that I loved about that first edition, and it was first, of course, the very peaceful, connective space that especially the Orb of Grace is holding and providing for all of us connected in that space. And second, I have to be honest, I love that there is a video connection as well. I know it's loving to have the audios that we can guide each other, but there is a different sensation and connectivity to each other, right? I hardly can describe it, but I love to have the sensation also through a video with the audience. And yeah, thank you for that, providing that in this beautiful edition of the Graceful Connection series.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for that. Yes, the video just brings such an element of yeah, as was said earlier, the coziness, the intimacy, the togetherness also, that we can see each other. We talk to one another, or we witness one another as real persons, right? And also I want to comment on what you mentioned, what you said, this sense of peace. And that's something that many people from the audience have shared their feedback about, how every time they would come to either a video meetup or a live intuitive readings galore, every time we gather in the orb of grace, there is this calming effect. There is this sensation, that, yes, calming sensation of the orb of grace. And I love that, once again, this was part of the vision that was given to me to realize, and I love to hear that it was realized, and that the orb of grace is totally working its magic. So thank you for mentioning that, bringing that up, dear Sabine. Now, your offering today is all about the power of grounding into the heart of the earth. So with that, on to you, Sabine.
Thank you. Yes, and it's actually in alignment what you was just speaking about, right? The peaceful sensation, right? The calming invitation. And I also had a little smile on my face when Michelle started her words for her offering. And now I'm with right being the last of the offerings today. It's like coming circle round with to present something like Michelle was doing, what can help us to find peace and comfort back into the physical body and into the presence. And this is actually something from our energy anatomy, and this is our grounding cord that we have back into that beautiful center heart of Mother Earth, as she is living on a different frequency and vibration, right? That alpha wavelength frequency that is about 8 to 12 hertz, so a little bit slower than most of our bodies functioning in these challenging times, right? We are mostly functioning on an frequency of beta wavelength frequency in our bodies, and this is 14 to 30 hertz. So with a heightened autonomic nervous system, right? A stressful sensation in a body, with tiredness, with higher blood pressure, heart rate, right? Less deep breathing, and so on. So the grounding back into our grounding cord and the heart of the earth is something that really can help us first connecting more deeper back into the body, into our sensation, connecting to the nature force, as well as that our soul can relax a little bit more deeper into the body. Yeah. And through that, we are more open, can receive better the light, our intuition, right? And the body can function on a much better level. So I invite you to follow me as I will guide you into that beautiful heart of the earth. So when ready, make it comfortable for you. Sitting in a comfortable position, and when it feels safe for you, please closing your eyes. Closing your eyes. And take some deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhaling that beautiful life force energy and exhaling out what is not belonging into this moment. Calling back all of your energy back into that beautiful central channel of yours, wherever it might be scattered around. Call it back into that central channel below the eyebrows, behind your eyes, and in front of your spine, filling it up with your energy and presence. Beautiful. When ready, come to the space of your heart Open the doors of your heart, step over the threshold inside that sacred space of your heart. Listen to that beautiful sound of your heartbeat that knows how to go into coherence and alignment with the heartbeat of the earth and the universe. And imagine now that there is a beautiful seed in the center of your heart space that has your name. You walk over, take your seat. And as you have taken your seat, remember now that beautiful connection that you have to the heart of the earth, your grounding cord, and that beautiful connection up to the heart of the universe. Two beautiful streams of light running through your whole body and being, holding you, grounding you, connecting you, nourishing you. In the center of your heart space, you are connected to this beautiful matrix structure of the universe, the three beams of light connected in the center of your heart space. And through them, you can allow higher self and higher mind consciousness to travel along and to take their seat in your sacred space of your heart. Invite them to travel down into that center of your heart space. And immediately as they take their seat, all of your 50 trillion cells of your body get illuminated. And know that you are here present in this moment in time as your higher self and higher mind consciousness. Imagine now that in the center of your heart space, there is an elevator. Together with your higher self, you walk over. The doors are open. You step inside the elevator. The doors closing, and there is a button you can push that says grounding cord, pelvic floor. You push the button, and the elevator takes you down. Together with your higher self, the elevator travels down, down, down. Further down to that pelvic floor area where your connecting cord is starting, your grounding cord is starting. The elevator stops, the doors are open, and together with your higher self, you step outside into that place of your pelvic floor, first chakra area, the area where your sacrum, your lower belly, your hips are. And this is the starting point of your grounding cord into the heart of the earth. Give your thanks to the elevator. And first, just take a look how it looks here, how it feels like to be here at that starting point, how your grounding cord looks like. Is it wide? Is it open? Is it contracted? Is there light in or is it dark? Just take note. And your higher self will travel now together with you down along the grounding cord into the heart of the earth. Imagine higher self is shining a light down into that beautiful grounding cord. And together you travel with your higher self down along the grounding cord. And it's shining for you. Travel down as that grounding cord is going down. Good in the size that it has right now. Travel down. And it goes through the different layers of the earth, the rocks, the muds, the clays, the crystalline structures, down, 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 towards the heart, the center. Travel further down, and when you come to that beautiful heart of the earth, imagine Imagine that heart of the earth is like a living room. And in that living room, there is a beautiful, welcoming sofa. And together with your higher self, you take your seat on that sofa and first sense that welcoming heart, that welcoming warmth and love of the heart of the earth. Really soak it in and sense how this beautiful heart of the earth is also running a different frequency than your body. It's running a frequency of these alpha wavelengths, much slower than your body. With some breaths, really take that different rhythm, this different frequency into your body. And at the same time, allow your body, your tissues, bones, muscles, cells, organ system to release any tension, any heightened awareness, anything they don't need anymore. The heart of the earth, the mother's energy, is so welcoming, loving, kind, sweet, unconditionally. And really deeply sense her gift to you to really slow down, relax. Hmm. Enjoy the deeper breathing. Beautiful. You can stay if you want as long as you need and want to in that beautiful sensation and resting, filling up, nourishing, slowing down, sensation. And if you are ready for the purpose of our journey, will we come back slowly? And before we do that, first sense how Mother Earth, the heart of the earth, is coming to you, is standing in front of you, and she's looking into your eyes. And before you will travel back, she has a message for you. Receive that message with an open heart, a message that will support you on your next steps on your journey. Take a deep breath, and when you received it, give your thanks to the heart of the earth. Imagine now that your higher self is already at the door, the re-entry point into your grounding cord. You walk over and you stand together with your higher self on that re-entry point into your grounding cord. And before you both will travel back up, see first how Mother Earth now is filling your grounding cord with some of your beautiful, beautiful light. That beautiful, relaxing frequency, vibration, that loving, welcoming, nurturing energy. Give your thanks to Mother Earth. And you also bring with you that message that you received from her. And together now with your higher self and that message that you hold in your heart from Mother Earth, you travel now together back up. Travel back up, up, up along your inside, your grounding cord, through the different layers of the earth. You travel back up, 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 bringing that beautiful light of Mother Earth and that message that you received with you. Come up, 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 up. And you come back into that area of your pelvic floor, the first chakra, that entry point, the starting point of the grounding cord. And as you come into that beautiful pelvic area, sense and feel and see, imagine how that light of Mother Earth is now filling up from here, up your whole body. It's filling up the central channel, it's filling up the beautiful physical structures of your bones, muscles, tissues, organs, organ systems, cells, the spaces in between. Imagine how your beautiful body is filled up with that light of Mother Earth, that relaxing, calming, loving, unconditionally loving. It's filling up also the autonomic nervous system, spinal cord, brain. It's filling up now also the chakras, the nadis, the meridians, and from here it flows even in and through your whole energy body, filling up all the 7 energy bodies, your auric field, 360 degrees around you, pushing to the edges, all that light of Mother Earth. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. As this energy and light is showering through you and filling up your whole body and energy field. Sense how this filled up auric field with the earth energy is now hugging your physical body and how lovely this feels. Safe, secure, grounded, peaceful, relaxed, calming. Beautiful. I'm taking off all my energy to me. All of your energy stays with you. Bringing your hands to your heart and giving a thanks now to your higher self and to your Wise One teams and whoever was here with you, supporting you on this beautiful journey to experiencing this power of the heart of the earth, her calming alpha wavelengths that is really supporting us in grounding, nourishing, supporting us, providing everything we need to us so that we as a soul's light can ground a little bit more as well in our bodies, to have more life force energy available for our experiences on our path. And with that, I invite you to slowly come back with some breath into your physical body, into this present moment, into the space you are in. Awaken your body by moving it a little bit. And yeah, thank you to all of you that have joined me here on this little journey. And thank you, Sophie, for have given me the possibility to join you and be with you in this space.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sabine. I loved it. I loved Oh, I love the shower of light, shower coming from the bottom up. That's very delicious, right? I love also, I realized how, as I mentioned before we started with your segment, Sabine, I mentioned how in this party today, we take a lot of care for the heart. We've been given, our special guests have been given special attention to and care to the heart. And with you, Sabine, bringing the connection to the heart of the earth, and I feel that it's a heart to heart connection that has been established. So it's the very perfect sequence of the different elements of our event today. And also I really appreciate that you've brought this calmness and this peace, and that we complete by being held in this peacefulness. So thank you so much, Sabine. Now, to go further and deeper with this experience, you're offering a free bonus. So would you like to share with us what it's all about? And for everyone to check it out, please go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Sabine, SABINE, or you can go, you have the direct link from the event page, gracefulconnections.com/warmup2, and you find the link for Sabine's free bonus. So what is this all about, Sabine?
Yes, so this beautiful gift that I have for your audience is actually, again, a guided healing journey. And this healing journey is all about cords in any way that we still hold, may it be in the physical body. The cord can go deep into the physicality as well as the energy field. And these cords are, of course, holding life force energy, right, in form of emotions, beliefs, tensions, and to set us free from cords that we don't need anymore, and also to set free the people, the places, the situations, the events themselves, where we cord us to. So this is actually a beautiful journey that you can come back to as much as you like, as cords are forming right through our path that we walk here, right, on earth. And so really to cut, not just to cut them, but first to get awareness about them, cleanse and clear their information, collect the information they hold for us, and then to do the process of however it shows up, to cut or to let them dissolve back into their place of birth.
Wonderful. So that's another tool for our self-care toolbox, and very precious. Yes, we want these cords clear. We want to be clear in our own space and in our own being. So thank you for this very generous gift. It's a free gift, free bonus for everyone. Make sure to go and collect it. Go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Sabine, or go to the event page, gracefulconnections.com/warmup2. And the free bonus offer expires on September 27th at midnight Pacific. So make sure to take action right now. Thank you so much, dear Sabine. Much gratitude, many blessings to you. Thank you for joining us and for all your offerings today, and beautiful gift of the free bonus. Kari, would you give us a bit of sound in transition, please?
Yes, of course. Okay. Yes, so just slowly, we're just going to bring in the element of earth to really ground us into this beautiful moment now. And just bring to mind someone or something you're grateful for, really activating your heart, feeling that grounding, that connection to the earth, and the feeling of gratitude. Just allow that to flow. And you feel your heart starting to expand with this sense of gratitude and appreciation. As we're filled with so much gratitude and love. Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you, Kari. Yes, thank you. Gratitude, absolutely. And I love how you've bounced from Sabine's offering and bringing the element of earth with the sound of earth, so, and vibration. Thank you so much. So we're coming to the completion of our time together and our amazing warm-up pre-party for the second edition of Graceful Connections. What brilliant and profound experiences have been offered today. Thank you so much to all our special guests. Everyone, please make sure to check out their very special session offers and bonus offer. You have the links in the comments of the video, or you can go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2/Michelle or /Teresa/Kari/Ellen/Sabine, or simply go to gracefulconnections.com/warmup2, and on that event page you have all the links to all the special sessions and Sabine's special bonus gift. And the special sessions and bonus offers expire on September 27th at midnight Pacific, so take action now. And September 28th is when we launch the day of the launch call, orientation call, intention call for Graceful Connections second edition. So make sure to join us. And for that, sign up at gracefulconnections.com. Simply go to gracefulconnections.com to sign up, get all the invitations, and be sure to not miss anything. And of course, subscribe to our Graceful Connections YouTube channel to get the notifications of new videos that are coming up. Yes, we're launching on September 28th, so be sure to be on board and to start the journey together. Embark on the Graceful Connections adventure with us right from the start. We've had such a wonderful time together. I thank you, everyone, for watching, listening, returning to the replay. Thank you for joining us in this celebration and warming up together in the Orb of Grace. Feel free to share with your friends, with your loved ones. Send them the link. Share it on your social media. You're very welcome to do that. And now let's take a moment to breathe. And bring our attention again, once again, to the Orb of Grace. Allowing it to remain there, holding us, holding all that we have received today, all that we have experienced, all that is still integrating, holding us for as long as it serves our highest good, our evolution, and the highest good of all. And I'm closing now with gratitude to each and every one of you in the audience. Thank you. Thank you for answering yes to the calling of grace. Gratitude to you, delightful Sabine, Hélène, Kari, Teresa, and Michelle, for all the wisdom, brilliance, and beautiful, powerful offerings that you have gifted us today. Gratitude to Christel Hughes and the Academy for the Soul, offering this platform in which graceful connections grow and expand, impacting our lives, our environment, and the world at large. Gratitude to the Orb of Grace for providing this safe, sacred space for this journey of exploration that we're engaged on. And gratitude for all the grace we are blessed with at every moment, whether we're aware of it or not. It's offering all the nourishment, the nurturing, the healing, revelations, realizations that we open our hearts to receive all along this journey. Gratitude to our higher selves and all the higher beings that guide, support, and protect us, and gratitude to the divine. Thank you, everyone. See you soon on Graceful Connections. Much love and many blessings to you all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.